What's good, guys, people? This your boy, Chi-Town Day Day, coming at you again. Breaking bread. I know it's been a minute since I've been gone, but hey, I'm back. All right. So, just wanted to hit on the subject real quick. I keep hearing a lot about the whole rebuking slash judging situation, and I just wanted to just speak on it a little bit. I know a lot of the times Christians will judge people. Christians will rebuke people, and they'll be accused of judging. And a lot of times people there, so we're always so quick to say, "Well, you're not supposed to judge people. Don't judge people. Don't judge." So sure. But the thing is, rebuking a person or rebuking the sin in their life involves acknowledging the fact that there is sin in their life. So, if I am a Christian, hypothetically, all right. So, if I am a Christian and I see my brother and he has sin in his life and he's embracing it as opposed to struggling against it, I would actually be doing him a disservice by not calling him on that, not showing him that this is what's going on, and God is not pleased with that. I can't say I love him if I willingly sit by and watch him go down a path to destruction. But then again, I understand that there's two different parts to it. On the rebuking side, we have to be aware of the fact that, yes, the Bible does call us to rebuke the sin that's in people's lives. Titus 1:13 and 14 reads, "This saying is true. Therefore rebuke them sharply, so that they will be sound in the faith and will pay no attention to Jewish myths or to the merely human commands of those who reject the truth." So, but before I get into that, understand that if you're going to rebuke a person, your heart has to be right. You have to be coming from good motives. You can't have selfish motives. You can't be wanting to rebuke a person simply because you don't like them or because you don't agree with what they're doing. Even though it's not sin, you just may not agree with it. So we can't misuse the rebuke. If you're going to rebuke a person, it has to come from love. You have to be doing it from a place that says, in your heart, I see this brother or this sister going down a path of destruction, and I don't want them to die. I want them to have life and that more abundantly. And I understand that what they're doing is they're not gonna obtain that. So I'm gonna do this because I'm actually trying to help them. I love them so much that I'm willing to rock the boat. Yes, I'm willing to start this conversation. I'm willing to call them on that sin. And yeah, it could go this way, but I'm praying that it doesn't go this way. That's the place that we have to come from when we make the decision to rebuke a person. Now, speaking to the rebuke, yes, Christians are called to rebuke the sin that's in people's lives. As we just read, Paul not only said that we should rebuke, but we should rebuke sharply. And the reason for the rebuke sharply is because people have to understand that sin is not a game. Is no joke. And when God says he hates it, he wasn't joking either. So we have to do it in a way that will definitely get a person's attention. That's why he says do it sharply. But on the flip side to that, he gives the reason why we're supposed to do it. And it's not simply, as I stated before, it's not just because we don't like the fact that the person is doing it that way and not doing it the way that we would want them to do it, or because we don't like that person, or because this person always parks in the third spot in the fifth row behind the pastor and we never get the... No. Paul says, rebuke them sharply so they will be sound in the faith. He's saying that the purpose of the rebuke is not just to beat a person down or to essentially push them further and further away from the church, but it's actually to turn them around. They need to do a 180. That's a person that is embracing the sin, not necessarily struggling against it, but they're embracing the sin and they're going down that slippery slope, and they may or may not even realize it. So the purpose of the rebuke is not to push them all the way down it, but in essence to turn them around so that they can come back up the hill, so they can come back into fellowship or back into that abundant life that God wants us to have. So I just encourage all of the brothers and sisters, if you are the person being rebuked, don't necessarily jump on the offense or the defense, I'm sorry, and assume that the person is just being judgmental and assuming that they don't have a right to do that and all of these kind of things. That don't. I would encourage you to, for one, listen to the person, hear them out, see if they're actually speaking the truth. Are you really doing what they say that you're doing? If you are, and it is sin, then regardless of the fact that you may or may not like that individual, you may or may not like the fact that they came to you, you have to acknowledge the fact that they're sin in your life and it has to go. So I would just encourage you to focus on the real point at hand, the real issue at hand, which is the sin that may be living in your life at that point, and it's time for you to hit your knees at that point and pray to the Lord for deliverance from that very thing. And if you are the person that's doing the rebuking, I also just encourage you all to make sure your heart is right. Make sure you're doing it from a good place and not a bad one. Because you will be accountable for the fact that you're using the rebuke, which is something that God told us to do, for selfish motives. So you don't want to bring that on yourself either. So until next time, this is your boy, Chi-Town Day Day, just breaking bread with my family. Ask questions, leave comments, like, dislike. Just let me know what you think about it. If I missed some stuff, I left some stuff out, then please, by all means, feel free to comment. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what's on your heart. Let me know of different stories, or testimonies you may have from when you were rebuked and God used that person to get you back right, or if there was situations in which the Lord used you to rebuke a person and you seen the result of it, and it's praiseworthy now today, as we will say. So yeah, just break bread with me, man. Let me know your heart on this issue. Your boy, Chi-Town Day. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Chi-Town Day. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm on there, same name, at Chi-Town Day. And until next time, God bless.